I'm in the process of getting my body back. So, like. It's just gonna be snatched for 2019. I couldn't do it for 2018, you know, I was slacking, whatever. But that's not what this video is about. So, hey dudes. Story time of when I found out I was pregnant and telling my mother that I was pregnant. Everybody swears I was a teen mom, and really that shit blows mine because I got pregnant when I was 21. Okay, I was a whole grown legal adult. So yes, I got pregnant at 21. I found out I was pregnant in like April of 2014, I believe. So let's get started. So I was in a relationship with my daughter's father. I'm gonna call him Flamingo. So I was pregnant by Flamingo. I got pregnant by Flamingo in April 2014, right? But our relationship at that point was so like complicated and up and down. So basically like a month, 2 months or 3 months prior to that, we were like broken up, right? And he was talking to somebody else, I was talking to somebody else, but like yes. So when we got back together, like, you know, I was spending nights at his house or whatever it could be. So one day I was getting ready to go to his house. I ate dinner at my house and then I went to his house. When I got to his house, he was eating spaghetti. Spaghetti is my favorite meal, y'all. One of my favorites. Like, I love pasta, spaghetti, ziti, like all of that. So I'm laying next to him, he eating his food, and his spaghetti, for whatever reason, the smell of his spaghetti made me nauseous. And I'm like, oh my god. But I didn't think nothing of it because I'm like, okay, I got cramps, so I know my period is coming. And we've been doing things before that, and I didn't get pregnant, so I just didn't think that I could get pregnant, you know, young mentality. So fast forward, I'm with him another time, and we're like in the midst of doing the grown folks thing, and he goes down, TMI, but he goes down, and I'm like, in my head, I'm thinking like, oh my god, I smell something that's on my vagina. Does my vagina stink? Like, what the hell? So I pull his head up. I'm like, stop. And he's like, what? I'm like, I think something is wrong. Like, I smell something. He's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I think my vagina has like a smell. And he's like, no, it doesn't. I'm like, yes, it does. You don't smell it. He's like, my nigga, my face was just down there for like, how long? You think I would have been down there for that long if I smelled something? So I'm like, I don't know. And then he's like, he was just like trying to continue doing whatever. And I'm like, no, like I can't do it because I was just uncomfortable and I just felt some kind of way. Like, oh my god, what's wrong with me? So like that was probably like a Saturday, and usually I go to the doctor, like I don't play. So I went to the doctor on Monday. I think one of those, I don't know what it was. I know I went to the doctor. I feel like it was on Monday because I usually spent the night with him on weekends. So I go to the doctor on Monday, and I went to see my doctor, and she's like, oh, what's up? Like, me and my doctor's been close, so she's talking to me, we talking, what's up, how you been, da da da. She's like, oh, so why are you here today? So I'm like, I think like something is wrong down there because I think like I feel like I have like an odor or whatever it is, and some discharge. So she's like, okay, well, we're gonna do a GYN exam, we're gonna check you out. So GYN exam was in process, but so I'm like, she's like, NG, I don't smell nothing. my face is in your vagina. I don't smell anything. Your legs are open. You know when you go to GYN, you sitting there like. So she's like, I don't smell anything, and I'm like, you don't smell that? She's like, no. And I'm like, Yelena, there's an odor. I'm sitting here like, no, you don't smell it. It's an odor. She's like, no, I don't smell anything. My face is around your vagina. I don't smell anything. I'm like, but Yelena, like, I smelled something. I'm like, my boyfriend said he didn't smell anything. You said that you don't smell anything. She's like, you know what? We're gonna do a swab, and I'm gonna go to the lab. I'm gonna check it out, and I'm gonna see what's up. So she goes. She comes back. She's like, I don't see anything under the microscope. I don't see no signs of no STDs. I don't see no BV. I don't see no yeast infection. I don't see anything. Everything looks fine. So I'm like, it can't be fine. Like, something is wrong. And she's like, no. She's like, it's all in your mind. So then she was like, oh, we didn't do like the regular, the regular questionnaire. So when was your last period? I'm like, so I told her, but whatever date that I told her had already passed. And you know that, like, your period's supposed to come regularly every month at the same time, around the same time. So she's like, you know that day passed. Like, I said, yeah, I know, but I have cramps, so it's coming. And she's like, well, you're having unprotected sex, aren't you? And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, so why don't you think that's possible that you could be pregnant? I'm like, I'm like, no, I'm not pregnant. She's like, well, how about you go pee in a cup and we go check it out? So I'm like, okay, but I could pee in a cup, but I'm not pregnant. I already am because I got cramps, like, you know. So she's like, okay, well, we're gonna see. So I pee in a cup, and then I give it to the nurse. The nurse checks it. She comes. My doctor goes, I'll come back in. She's like, yep, so India, you're pregnant. I said, bitch, who pregnant? She's like, you're pregnant. But bitch, I know you lying. No, I ain't. I'm like, no, I'm not. She's like, yes, you are. I'm like, no, I'm not. My period's about to come. I got cramps. I've been nauseous. And she's like, She's like, yeah, you know that when you first get pregnant, you have cramps. It's called implantation cramps. Fertilization cramps. Because implantation don't sound right. That sound like plantation, like I'm so fucking slave. But y'all know what I'm talking about. But when the sperm and the egg get connected, and then the baby connects it to you, and it starts growing, something around that part causes cramps. So I was like, Yelena, it's not a joke. Like, this is not serious. Like I understand you might try to be teaching me a lesson, but it's no. So she's like, India, we could go back to the lab right now and we could do it again. I said, well, bitch, let's go back to the lab and let's do it again, because I know you lying to me and I know I ain't pregnant. So she's like, okay, let's go. I'm like, okay, bitch, let's go. Go ahead. Either way, take me to the lab. Let's go, Dexter. So we in the lab. I said, well, let me see that pee cup, because I need to make sure that says my name and my birthday on it. So, bitch, it was my name and my birthday. And so I said, okay, go ahead, take that, put the little thing on the thing and drop it. Let me see them 2 lines. Bitch, put the thing on the thing, dropped it, bitch, 2 lines. I said, holy fucking smokes. I said, oh my God. Mind you, I found out I was pregnant in April. I turned 21 in January. I've only been 21 for fucking 4 months. And I'm like, bro, like I'm not gonna lie, I've been living my life since forever, feel me? I've been drinking and shit since I was like 15. But like 21, I was able to like really get into clubs and go to bars and just, go crazy. So, but I was like, fuck, bro, like, what the fuck am I gonna do? Like, cause me and my boyfriend at that time, well, my ex-boyfriend, my baby daddy, our relationship was so crazy. Like, he was still cheating on me, and with the girl that he was supposedly had stopped talking to, like, me and a girl was going back and forth. At that time, on that day, she was still writing me, telling me shit, and I'm like, bro, now I'm fucking pregnant. And like, I told her before I told him, before I told my mom. I'm like, because I don't know why at that point in my immature stage, I thought that was the best thing to do. Like, okay, bitch, I got one up on you now. Like, I'm pregnant and you're not. I have a baby. You don't. So that was my immature mind at that moment. So I was like, okay, well, that's funny because I'm pregnant. And she was like, oh my God, how could he do this to me? And all this shit. But it was like, in my mind, like, girl, like, from the moment that them two started talking, she knew about me the whole time. She knew that him and I was together. Like, we've been together since October 7, 2010. And they started talking in between, like, a year, like, 2000, either 2009 or early 2010. They started talking. And she knew about me the whole time. So it's like, sis, it's not nobody's fault but you, because you knew from the beginning that he had a girlfriend. So, you know. But anyway, yeah, I told him, I texted him, I told him, I was like, yo, I just left the doctor, I'm pregnant. And he's like, he was happy. So, like, the doctor, my doctor, she gave me like a printout of, like, you know, saying that I was pregnant, when my due date was and stuff like that. So I had to put it in my bag. I had to hide it from my mom. So I get home and I'm like in a whole state of motherfucking shock. Like, I'm sitting on the couch, bitch. I'm sitting here. Stress. Stress. And by this time, like, the work day is over, and my mom's like, you okay? Like, you've been acting funny, like, you look like you've been crying and stuff like that. So I couldn't say the words I'm pregnant to my mom. Like, I couldn't do it. So I just gave her the paper that the doctor gave me. So she reads it, she throws it. No. I'm like, she's like, India, this is not true, India. This is not you. This is not true, right? This is not true. I'm like, it's true. Like, I felt so bad. I felt like the biggest fucking disappointment ever. Like, I know that at the end of the day, I was 21. Technically, I was grown. But, like, I was still living with my mother. I was not in college. I was still, like, trying to figure out my whole fucking life situation. Like, I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. I still, like, I know what I want to do with my life, but I still don't know what I want to do with my life. Like, I'm still trying to figure it out. So, at this point, like, I'm boo-hooing, breaking down. Like, crybaby crying. So my mom hugging me. She's like, what do you want to do? Who's the father? And I'm like, what do you mean, who's the father? She's like, who's the father, Flamingo? And I'm like, yeah, he's the only person that I've been with these past years. So she's like, okay, so did you tell him? I said, yeah. She's like, what did he say? I'm like, he's happy. So she's like, what do you mean he's happy? I'm like, he's happy. He said that he wants me to get the baby and he wants us to be a family. And she's like, no. I know a place that you could go and they do abortions on a Saturday. I can take you so it won't interfere with work, and, you know, it'll just be a secret between me and you'll just have to deal with whatever comes after that. And I was just like, I don't know, like, I can't make that decision right now. Yet I told him that I was pregnant, but we haven't really fully talked about it. Like, I have to see him, I have to talk to him, I have to see what he, like, what's his opinion. Like, it's not only my choice, I guess it's my body, but it's also our baby. So she's like, well, you need to hurry up and get on that, because it's not a situation that you can prolong, because, you know, right now it's not really a baby, but sooner or later it's going to start growing fingers and have a face and a mouth, and it's going to, you know, it's going to be a full human being, and you can't, you know, you have to make this decision. So I get to his house and we talk about it, and he's like, you know, I'm happy, like, this wasn't a mistake, I want to have a family, I want to get married, I want to be with you forever. It's like, me and him, we always talked about, like, getting married and having kids and shit like that, but it just wasn't that soon, because I was 21, he's 2 years younger than me, so he was like 18 going on 19, or already 19. So I was just like, you know, I don't know, because my mom wants me to get an abortion. Like, my mom was really hammering abortion on me. She did not want me to have a baby at all. But it was like, at the end of the day, for me, I felt like one of my older sisters, also advised me to get an abortion or to give my daughter for adoption. For me, adoption was never an option for me, because it's like, I'm gonna give a child that I carry for 10 months. And yes, I'm saying 10 months because people really get me tight when they say they be pregnant for 9 months. Like, some people, yes, some people are pregnant for 9 months, but a pregnancy is 40 weeks. 40 weeks is 10 months. You carry a child inside of you for 10 months. I carried my daughter inside of me for 10 months and 1 day. I was due January 2nd, my birthday. I had her January 3rd. So, yeah, like, for me, adoption wasn't an option because I carried my child for 10 months. I was pregnant. I gained 50 pounds. I dealt with high blood pressure. My blood pressure was so high when I was in labor and delivery. Like, I almost had a seizure. They had to give me like 2 different types of medicines. I was shaking from the medicine because that's how bad it was. I couldn't eat. I couldn't hold my baby. I couldn't keep my baby unless somebody was there with me. I couldn't do nothing. I couldn't walk. I couldn't go to the bathroom. I couldn't get out of the bed. So it's like I went through all of these hardships to bring this child into this world, and to think that I'm gonna give my baby up to somebody else because of somebody else's opinion and what somebody else thinks. I don't know. So it was adoption was the only option. But for me at the time, at 21, with a person that I love, like, my love for this boy runs so deep. Like, right now, we've been broken up for a year. I still love him. I still bleed love for him. My love for him, like, pours out of my pores. Like, I might not show it sometimes. I might curse his ass out, and I might treat him like scum at the bottom of my shoe sometimes, but I still love him at the end of the day. And at that time, I was like, I don't want to say infatuated, but I was heavily his. And so it's like, okay, I have somebody who loves me by my side, somebody who also wants to have this baby, someone who wants to marry me. And, you know, I didn't want to lose him, because at that time he was like, oh, if you kill my baby, you're dead to me, I'm gonna leave you, this is that and the third. And I'm just like, I don't want to lose him. I would love to have a family, I would love to get married, I would love all of these things, but to me at this time, like, a family and a baby was nice. But for me, marriage was like far reach, just because, you know, the situation with him talking to another girl was something that I would have loved to have happened, but it just was, you know, like, marriage no, marriage no, marriage no. So, you know what I mean? But I mean, all in all, I decided to keep my daughter. And the reason why I decided to keep my daughter is because, like I said, I felt like I had somebody who loved me, somebody who was going to be there for me. And, you know, when you're young and you find out that you're pregnant, it's so many things that go through your mind. Like, you know, just being a disappointment and letting people down, and just feeling like you haven't achieved enough in your life before you have, you know, what you wanted to do before you got pregnant. But it's like, abortion is something that a lot of people don't think can affect you, but it can. Like, in so many ways. Like, if you like, when you find out you're pregnant, to anyone who found out today that they're pregnant, yesterday or tomorrow you find out you're pregnant, and you're young and you're lost and you don't know what to do, it's like you have so many options. They have high schools where you can take your baby. They have so many options. And I don't feel like because somebody else wants you to get rid of your child, you have to. Because somebody else is pressuring you, you have to. Because I almost let other people get into my head. I was this close to getting an abortion, but I'm just like, I needed my daughter. Because at 21, like I said, I was drinking since I was 15. I was drinking, I was smoking weed, I was partying. I was literally at the club every Thursday to Saturday. I was going out. Sunday I was recovering. Monday I was working. My weekend started on a Thursday. I would go out on a Thursday, not even sleep, go to work and do it all over again. Like, I was wilding. But you know what I mean? But I just feel like if I didn't decide to keep my daughter, and I don't know where I would have been right now. I could have been working for Gucci. I could have been modeling. I could have been doing so many other things, but I also could have been still drinking, partying, and getting high. I could have been maybe high on a different drug. I could have been maybe in jail for stealing or doing something crazy. I was really wilding. So I just felt, like I said, I'm happy that I have my daughter. She drives me motherfucking crazy. But I literally couldn't see my life without her. Like, I don't know what, I just can't. And it's like, everybody who advised me to get my daughter up for adoption or to have an abortion, they love my daughter. They breathe, live, eat, sleep my daughter. For me, that's the kind of energy and vibe that she exudes. But that's my story, guys. And so, like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to tell your mother, to tell her man, to tell his side chick, to tell her side nigga, to tell her main nigga, to tell her auntie, her cousin, her sister, her brother to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.